Alright, so, yes, I look like a 4-year-old right now. It's my unicorn onesie. It has wings. Anyways, the reason I decided to look absolutely adorable today is because I'm going to be talking about something that I personally am obsessed with, but everybody thinks I'm like batshit crazy for loving it so much. And I know that everybody is like into the whole serial killer thing right now with the Ted Bundy tapes happening and like Mindhunter coming out, but the thing is that I was obsessed with serial killers before it was the thing. So does that make me like a serial killer hipster? Like, I don't know. I honestly have no clue. But anyways, I love serial killers. I mean, not what they do, obviously, but like their mentality is absolutely fascinating to me. So I found like one of them Facebook things where 20 tweets for anyone who's a little too obsessed with like true crime TV, and that is me. So I love watching 48 Hours. I love watching like all those true crime shows, and then I love listening to true crime podcasts. So shout out to my favorite true crime podcasts out there, because there are a few. There's Crime Junkie, hosted by Ashley Flowers and Britt. Oh, what is your last name? I don't know, but Ashley and Britt, two girls who run Crime Junkie. And then there's True Crime All the Time, and then True Crime All the Time Unsolved by Mike Ferguson and Mike Gibson, or Gibby. So there's their podcasts, and then there's like Criminology, and then My Favorite Murder, and there's like a couple of them that I just sit and binge, and it's not okay. Alright, so these are 20 tweets that you'll enjoy if you're obsessed with true crime TV. And this first one starts with Patrick Stevens, who says, "Forensic Files narrator, and he left his fingerprints on the doorknob. Me eating my 5th mozzarella stick, you absolute fucking idiot." Yes. Because I'll just sit down with my hot Cheetos, or not hot Cheetos, my hot Funyuns, and just binge my Funyuns and binge the show, and yes. Alright. Lady Laura says, "I've seen enough episodes of Dateline to know never to stand near a cliff while letting hubs take my picture." I mean, yes, in some aspects, but at the same time, it's like, my husband would never take a picture of me, so I'm not too concerned about that one, you know? Okay. This one, get comfy watching a 13-hour true crime show. It's like jury duty in your sweatpants. Yes, especially considering I'm wearing my unicorn onesie. My unicorn onesie is my favorite. It's the greatest thing in all of existence. It has a tail, guys, okay? It has a tail. Alright, this one is from Spooky Clarinet. "For someone with extreme anxiety, I sure do love true crime shows." Yes! Oh my gosh, yes. I don't know why I watch true crime shows. I really don't. Like, I don't know why I listen to the shows. I don't know why I listen to the podcast. I don't know why. Because it terrifies me. But at the same time, I love it. Because, like, I would be the target for a serial killer. Like, I'm young, I'm blonde, I'm small, like, tooting my own horn, but I'm decently kind of pretty, you know? Like, if I put makeup on, because right now I have pizza face. Also the reason I'm wearing my onesie. But, you know, I just like it because most of the time they're, like, solved murders, you know? Or, like, solved things. Obviously, True Crime All the Time Unsolved is all the people who got away. But, alright, this one is Shaylee. "I watch so many murder shows that I'm afraid to close my eyes in the shower." I mean, yes, because of the anxiety, but also no, because I've never watched the movie Psycho. Like, I need to watch it. I need to find a place to watch it. I don't know if it's on England Netflix or not, but I need to go and find that and watch it, because I know I need to. I mean, come on. What, like, crime-obsessed person doesn't watch Psycho? By the way, The Shining is not scary. It is a fantastic movie. It's not scary. Sorry, Stephen King. I got a story about that. Alright, this one says, so from Sofia Binoy, I can never write true crime because I'm terrible with cardinal directions. Fuck southeast corner of the lawn. I'd be like, footprints are found on the right side of the yard if you're looking at the house from the street. So true. I am not a cardinal direction person. I'm also not like a street sign person. If you tell me to turn right at the second oak tree, I will turn right at the second oak tree. If you tell me to turn onto Oak Street, I will have no clue what you're fucking talking about. It's true. Jill Weinberger, I'm sorry. Like, honestly, sometimes self-care is staying home on a Saturday night and marathoning true crime shows about ladies who murder dudes. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. You know what, though? Like, I am such a big supporter of self-care. Like, my unicorn onesie is, like, a comfort item at this point. Like, I will walk around the house with my stuffy elephant. And, like, I love taking care of myself. Obviously, I don't eat right or go to the gym very often. But my anxiety gets so bad that I have to take care of myself. And if I don't, then I turn into a mess. All right, Strangers with Candy from Leanna Renee. I just gave a strange child a piece of candy on the train. I asked the mom first, and it was unopened. I'm not a creep. But as someone who's obsessed with true crime stories, there's a big part of me that wants to yell at the mom, the kid, and myself for letting this happen. Yes. Yes. Yes, bitch. Like, I grew up in a culture where, like, you hand out candy to kids. Like, that's just what happened. But there were a couple times where, like, the parents want to ask my parents first, and my parents would get, like, super fluffed up over it, you know? I was like, why are you guys doing that? And then I started learning about true crime. I understand. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for keeping me safe. Shout out to my parents. Only 4? Sardonic Tart. I want to follow that person. That's a cool fucking name. First date. Him. I love murder mysteries. Me. Trying to impress him. I've been a suspect in 4 murder cases. Honestly, though, that would so be me. Like, my husband and I didn't start talking about murder or, like, true crime until we were probably a few months into our relationship. And I, like, brought it up briefly, and he's like, oh, I love that stuff. And I was like, oh, my God, me too. And then I, like, caught up to his weirdness, and then I surpassed the weirdness. And then I'm like, way out there, and he's not. So. Northern Lights, you need to study. I feel like people who end up on Dateline for committing murder don't watch enough Dateline to plan their crimes accordingly. My grandma thinks that watching true crime shows is just giving incentive to people to murder. Which, I mean, she's not wrong, because I've definitely figured out how to get away with murder. But nobody knows, so. Expert, Sam Morrell. Watching a true crime show where the guy on trial is talking about classical music. Not a good sign. If you know the difference between Bach and Verdi, you've definitely killed a spouse. Wrong. Only because I'm a piano nut. Like, I love classical music, but I don't like classical orchestras. I just like classical pianists. So, Bach, Verdi, Beethoven, Mozart. I mean, does that mean I killed my spouse? Pixelated, something Halloween related, says, excited to announce I'm launching a new true crime podcast. They never caught the guy who did it, so you might as well stop listening after that episode where I described a murder. Yeah. I mean, solid enough. So, True Crime All the Time Unsolved, or TCAT Unsolved, does stuff like that, but they, like, list the suspects, they list what happened after the murder. Like, if you listen to the Black Dahlia case, it's really intense. It's so good. Alright. McMalley says, every couple of weeks I call around to the major insurance companies and make sure my girlfriend hasn't taken out a life insurance policy on me. I might watch too much forensic. Yes. Yeah, you watch too much Forensic Files. However, my husband is also terrified that one day I'm just gonna wake up in the middle of the night and, like, murder him. But, no. That's too much, y'all. That's too much. Alright, this is by Chloe. Scared of everything. Me. Wow, why am I so freaked out all the time? Also me. Watches disappearance shows, listens to murder podcasts, watches unsolved crime videos. Yes. By the way, Netflix has, like, hopped on the fucking train for murder mysteries and stuff. So, like, Mindhunter, the Ted Bundy tapes, the disappearance of Madeleine McCann, Abducted in Plain Sight, the little girl who was abducted twice by her family friend, and then the family friend, like, jacked off the dad and, like, hooked up with the mom. Is like, dude, that one was batshit crazy. Keep your kids close and don't let that guy anywhere near you. A Nice Poem by MTV Elli Garza. Roses are red, people are fake. I say it to myself so I won't be on the first 48. Yes! 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 If there's any reason to be an introvert, it is that reason right there. Oh my god, I hate people. But then again, like, I'd also be the one to, like, kill people? I don't know. It's crazy. Alright. Jeremy Rowley says, when I start watching Forensic Files and I realize I've already seen the episode, I get mad. I get so mad I could poison someone in small amounts every day for 6 months. No, I like rewatching it because then I see things I didn't see before. Anna Duvergel. I want to have kids, but I don't want them to get murdered, so I'm going to have to make them as obsessed with true crime as I am so that they know what to look out for, or will that turn them into murderers? Don't go in there, Project Thalia. I watch true crime documentaries the way some men watch football, with a mouthful of food, shouting unsolicited advice at the screen. Yes. Yes, bitch. Yes. Like, yes, bitch. Yes, queen. Like, everything of the yas, because that is me. I'm also really not that extra. Like, in real life, I'm not this extra. McDonald Idiot Grant. I went to grad school with a girl who was super into true crime in high school, and she wrote Richard Ramirez a letter, and he wrote her back and basically said, yeah, prison's boring, I watch a lot of TV, BTW, send me your panties. What? What? Oh, what? I went to grad school with a girl who's super into true crime in high school, and she wrote Richard Ramirez a letter, and he wrote her back. What? I'm gonna have to, like, wow, okay. Okay. Jessica Zender, me today. The national news is kind of upsetting and stressing me out. I better watch some true crime shows about serial killers to soothe my soul. That's better. Yes, very much true. I hate listening to the news. Like, it's evil right now. But grad school with a girl who wrote to Richard fucking Ramirez? No. No. Please, no. Alright, so that's it. That is all of the tweets in that thing. And then if you guys want me to talk about, like, all the weird true crime shit I will go over it with you. Anyways, the one about the girl writing Richard Ramirez, that's going to stick in my mind for a while, and I feel like I should talk to the guy who wrote that tweet because I really want to talk to her now. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Also, what was the other one? There was one I said that I wanted to follow her. Sardonic Parts. I'm going to follow her right now. Going to the Twitter. Here we go. Okay. Sardonic Tart. Hello, Sardonic Tart. You just gained a new follower. Sardonic Tart got a new follower today. Anyways, that's all that I have for you guys. That was a long 17 minutes, and I will catch up with you guys later. Be sure to comment down below if you're as obsessed with like true crime, murder podcasts and stuff as I am, because I'm literally obsessed with it. Also, like this video so I know I'm not alone in this crazy weird world. And then subscribe and like ring the little bell or whatever so that you get notified of when I do post a new video, because at some point I will post another video. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.